Hey guys, Aaron Cybertron Zeng here, and today I'm back with another episode of Road to Rank where I climb the online VGC 20 ladder and provide live commentary as I go. Today we are trying out a super crazy team featuring Lopunny and Jigglypuff. The whole idea behind this team is to enable Dragapult and then set up Parasong in the end game. So, Lopunny is able to activate Dragapult's weakness policy through Brutal Swing. Ideally, you pick up a knockout as quickly as possible. And this team takes advantage of the move Healing Wish. Now, Healing Wish works a little bit differently in Sword and Shield. With Healing Wish, you sacrifice yourself and you heal whatever Pokemon is coming in. But in Sword and Shield, if your Pokemon is at full HP, you actually don't get the effect of it. The effect then applies when a Pokemon that basically isn't at full HP takes that slot. So that can happen in two ways, right? The first one is obviously if you just switch out that Pokemon into something that's weakened in the back, that'll be able to heal back up. But it actually works with Ally Switch as well. So one really crazy combination you can go with is basically Lopunny, Dragapult, Jigglypuff. Use Brutal Swing, get the Weakness Policy going, Healing Wish, go into Jigglypuff, and then Ally Switch to heal Dragapult all the way back up, while also having Ally Switch to protect the Dragapult. So while in this format we typically see Ally Switch only being used as like kind of a disruption move, in this team, it actually works to heal Dragapult as well. It's a really clever way to get healing onto Dragapult. And so with double Ally Switch, double Parasong, the idea is basically to pick up two knockouts as quickly as possible with Dynamax Dragapult, one of the strongest Pokemon in the format, and then you Parasong with Jigglypuff for Primarina and just end the game from there. You've also got some cool support with Indeedee and Gothitelle. It's actually a Life Orb Competitive Gothitelle, which is super awesome. Most players definitely don't expect that. And then, more support-oriented Indeedee with Healing Wish as well. So this team is super crazy. I have linked the creator, linked in the description below, and a team report, which is in Japanese. It's one of the coolest teams I think I've definitely seen from this year in this format, and I believe the creator was able to get like top 40 on the ladder with this last season, which I think is a tremendous effort. So I'm so excited to try this team out, and I can't believe it, but we're actually going to be using Jigglypuff. The only other time I've seen Jigglypuff used in competitive was I think a team that Wolfie built in 2012, which was like a Parasong team. So this team actually has Jigglypuff and Gothitelle, but the Gothitelle is kind of used as a bluff, and it's actually not Shadow Tag, instead it traps you in. So I think that's pretty neat. But Lopunny is a Pokemon that I pretty much have not seen since 2015 when it had a Mega Evolution. So it'd be cool to use both of these Pokemon. Either way, let's get into today's episode. As always, if you guys enjoy, please show your support by leaving a like in the video. And question of the day, I want to know what you guys think about this team. Let me know in the comments below. Now let's get started. Okay, what do we got? We got Coalossal Pult, which doesn't bode super well for us. However, Primarina does dunk on it pretty hard. Part of me, I'm not going to lie, wants to just still lead Lopunny and Dragapult. Lopunny. I really want to just go Lopunny, Dragapult, Jigglypuff, Primarina since it's our first time with this team. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't work. But I think I would be foolish to not go with the main mode of this team. So what's super interesting here is there's not much damage or any damage coming out from the Lopunny or the Jigglypuff, right? So you have to enable the Dragapult first of all. You really need to pick up knockouts. Parasong is actually a really critical late game win condition as well. I think in this game you could definitely make an argument for Dynamax Primarina, and I maybe could have even led with it, but I just really want to try out the main mode of Lopunny plus the Dragapult. Plus I think this team hasn't really made the rounds yet on the internet, so I don't think a lot of people actually just know what it does at all, and I think for that reason that's always a good start. One thing my opponent would have to be worried about is like a Gothitelle Primarina lead, because that really dunks on Coalossal. So I'm wondering if they try to lead to counter that. But yeah, let's get into the first game. I am super excited. Alright, what do we got? Indeedee Hat. Okay. So they're going with Trick Room. Which I don't really mind that. The safest play, obviously, is to just turn one, Brutal Swing, Phantasm, but to be honest, I don't know if I actually want to Phantasm, because I might even want to Dynamax Primarina, honestly. If I Brutal Swing Dragon Darts, that'll KO Indeedee, and I think Hat here is going to click Trick Room. You could protect Indeedee and set up Trick Room with Hat. That would be an impressive play. Okay, they just go for Follow Me. Yep, that's fine. So the idea behind this turn is I don't waste a max, because I think Primarina might actually be a good Dynamax candidate in this game, given what I'm seeing from my opponent's leads. Okay. Although what they led didn't have a great matchup in the Primarina, to be honest. I mean, they could just Expanding Force turn one, but if they do, they're in a whole lot of trouble. Yep, this should KO Indeedee. Perfect. So we don't waste a turn of Max to get this knockout, which is critical. And we can still do, you know, the Healing Wish stuff with Primarina later on in this game as well, so that's an upside. Okay. So let's see. My opponent gets a free switch in. I would think Torkoal comes out. Yep. So you can just Eruption. And because I really think we need to Healing Wish. I need to get Primarina out. I could also switch into Jigglypuff, Max Dragapult, and Phantasm. That actually doesn't seem like a terrible option now that I think about it. Because if we just pick up another knockout, we click Parasong, we just win the game. I'm assuming the Dragapult survives with Friend Guard up, but maybe that's a bad assumption to make. Oh, they're not maxing Hat. Yeah, they're going for Dazzle. That's so good. Okay, nice. That's huge. However, it probably means Jigglypuff faints, but what is my opponent max, right? Like, Primarina should be able to get a Parasol off. However, poor Jigglypuff is probably fainting, which feels bad, but I think I'll take it. Yep, so there's Eruption. Yeah, Jigglypuff is not surviving this. Okay. But we critically survive with Dragapult, right? And like, if my opponent's last one is Venusaur, the Torkoal can't even knock us out. So I've gotten what I wanted in the sense that I've gotten 2 knockouts in 2 turns. So now I can just bring up Primarina. And of course, like Jigglypuff, even though it just went down, was actually critical in, you know, taking the Eruption plus the Dazzling combination because it has Friend Guard. So now I can go out into Primarina. What is my opponent going to have in the back? Venusaur, Coalossal? I think it's going to be Venusaur if I had to guess. Which would be great for us. Yeah, it's Venusaur. Oh, that's so good. That is so good. I'm wondering if it's better to just go on the offensive route this turn and double up onto Venusaur. They might max Venusaur and max Guard, though. That's my only fear. But I'm worried about Venusaur just maxing and then you just go G-max into Primarina. So I think I actually have to try to KO Venusaur here with the double up. Because Torkoal shouldn't be able to one-shot either of my Pokemon right now. But if they max guards here, it would be super frustrating because then I could have just gone for, you know, like Phantasm, Hyper Voice into Torkoal and then Parasong endgame. So max is what I was expecting. I think you're always maxing here. It's just whether you're going to attack or max guard. Because if you're not expecting an Airstream, you might just feel comfortable attacking with Venusaur. And you don't want to waste your max turns either. Okay, nice. Huge. I think this double up should pick up a knockout, but let's see. Because if it does, then Parasong just ends the game. We even get a special attack drop, which is quite nice. Might end up being relevant, actually, if Airstream doesn't KO. I would think this KOs, though. Nice. Oh, let's go. Okay. So we just knock out the Maximon immediately. See, that was a little bit risky, but I was thinking my opponent, like, you know, was probably just a little bit wary of actually my ability to pick up a knockout onto Venusaur there. So that's great. We didn't get to use the Healing Wish stuff off this game, but that's fine. There's 2 turns of Trick Room left. How many turns of Sun are left? Let's actually be careful. This game isn't over yet. 3 turns of Sun left. You might have Solar Beam, so I should just attack with both Pokemon here. Yeah, with 2 turns of Trick Room left, we can end this game with Parasong, actually. So we can just Parasong and Phantasm here. You can't KO both Pokemon. If you Solar Beam, then the Dragapult will just get the Phantasm off and then darts into next turn. So you have to Eruption there. Wait. Actually Hyper Voicing there is better, I think. Yeah. I didn't need to Parasong. Parasong was actually kind of a misplay. Because there's still one more turn of Trick Room, I think just Hyper Voicing there is better. Because I have Lopunny with the Fake Tears. Or sorry, no, Lopunny doesn't have Fake Tears, is it? It has Charm. Yeah, so this thing is actually pretty useless. Oh, actually, this is a really interesting mechanic. I wonder if I Healing Wish here, what happens? Last turn of Trick Room. Yeah, I'm just gonna Brutal Swing Hyper Voice here. I should have just Hyper Voice last turn, because like single target Hyper Voice should be a 2-hit KO. Okay. Yeah, it's a 2-hit KO. Yeah, so now, I mean, now there's, like, because now... Oh, actually, we've pinned our opponent, actually. Actually, maybe that was a fine play, then. In case Hyper Voice wasn't a double KO. Because now I just click, with Trick Room over, I just click Hyper Voice. And with Perish Song, like, my opponent can't do anything, basically, at this point. Because Hyper Voice will KO the Torkoal, and so, like, my opponent would have to go for a double Protect, but if they get a double Protect, then the Lopunny just wins, so, yeah, that actually works. But I think it puts us at risk of, like, Eruption crit, so I shouldn't have clicked Perish, I should have just clicked Hyper Voice. I was just worried about Torkoal potentially surviving 2 of those. But, yeah, the first one did, like, 55, 60-ish, so I think we were fine here. Okay, so I definitely did not play this endgame perfectly, but it actually ended up working out right, because, yeah, if you can't KO... Like, the thing is, the only thing I was worried about was, like, my opponent potentially winning off my own Parasol, but the only way they can do that is if they knock out the Lopunny, and to knock out the Lopunny, you need to hit it twice, right? So, once Trick Room is over and Hyper Voice doing so much, we were actually fine. Alright, getting into our next match of the day. This looks pretty familiar. We've got another Trick Room-oriented team here, so... I don't know. Part of me wonders if I want to go with, like... the Gothitelle stuff here. Could be really interesting. I mean, they're not going to bring Incineroar into this matchup, though, right? I just wonder if you go with, like, Blastoise plus Indeedee and just follow... I mean, you could also just go for, like, the same stuff that happened in that last game, right? Just lead Indeedee again. See, Indeedee... If I go Indeedee Gothitelle, like, Gothitelle's not bad offensively here, but... Yeah, if you lead Blastoise, I guess I could just double Expanding Force, right? Which is pretty good. You could also lead Rillaboom, I guess, which, I guess, doesn't look that bad into this team. I don't know, I kind of want to try out the Gothitelle. This team is just nuts, so why don't we feature as many modes as we can. Primarina, and yeah, let's try Jigglypuff. Why not? Yeah, unfortunately, like, there's no way I can see my opponent bringing in the Incineroar, but I'm worried about Blastoise Shell Smashing next to Indeedee, and it's like, if you bring out the Blastoise, I can just go double Expanding Force turn 1 and just knock you out, because I have Life Orb Competitive, which I don't think anyone ever expects. So a lot of this team definitely hinges off, like, the surprises that it has, but I think it has enough, like, it could even win, you know, even if you know about this team, basically. But it's a scary team for my opponents, and it looks very similar to the Blastoise team that we were trying out a couple days ago. So, yeah, it's really strong. I think Blastoise is actually a pretty underrated Pokemon in this format, and it's cool to see people finally kind of make it work. Dusclops and Indeedee. Okay, that's fine, too. Honestly, my opponent has to be a little bit worried about me reversing their, like, Trick Room. But here, I think I'm just going to double Expanding Force. Because yeah. I've got Dark Pulse. Wait, we get Max Gothitelle. Unfortunately, they are going to see that on Life Orb, so they're probably like, what is going on right now? I don't know. I don't mind double Expanding Forcing here. I just don't think the Dusclops is very threatening at all right now. And once again, the idea behind this team is to pick up 2 knockouts, right? Okay, they're going to go for a special attack drop, which makes sense. Wait, but they're just going to activate competitive. Maybe I should have maxed and just gone for Max Darkness on a Dusclops. I mean, if they're Trick Rooming here, like, they're in so much trouble, honestly. Because now I outspeed the Indeedee under Trick Room as well. And, like, Dusclops is, what, going to Nightshade? Well, I can just follow me and redirect that away. Oh my god, look at that damage. Trick Room? Okay, they're just Pain Splitting. That makes sense. Well, I don't mind that. Especially because we could actually do the Healing Wish with, like, Gothitelle right now. I mean, Dusclops is useless for my opponent here. Like, double Expanding Force might just be a knockout here. Yeah. I'm just going to double Expanding Force. There's a potential Rillaboom switch. Oh, I should have targeted Dusclops because Rillaboom might switch in. But nope, they're just going to Mystical Fire. That's fine. I guess now maybe you survive. With Dusclops. So maybe, like, Helping Hand Dark Pulse could have been pretty cool there. Yeah, Dusclops should survive this, unfortunately. But, I mean, this is a pretty good start, right? Like, Trick Room didn't go up for my opponent. Oh, so close. So close. Nice Mystical Fire onto Indeedee. I'm guessing... Oh, they actually do set up Trick Room. Huh. Okay. Well, now what we could do is, like, potentially max Gothitelle and Healing Wish to get a free switch in into Jigglypuff. Okay, they're just gonna bring Hat out. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. I want a Healing Wish and max here. Because once we max, we'd also just perish some, right? So like Healing Wish, max Darkness into Dusclops. Yeah. I don't expect it to get it off, but like Dusclops will be fainting one way or another here, and Hat should be maxing. The only thing I'm actually really worried about is confusion hits. I should have covered for the Trick Room option, because like given that Hatterene was in the back, if we just KO the Dusclops there, my opponent is in so much trouble. So I should have focused a little bit more on Trick Room denial, because there's no way my opponent's going to go for Follow Me when they're up against Hat plus Indeedee. So I messed that up a little bit, unfortunately, I think. That was actually a really critical misplay. Because if we deny the Trick Room there and you just Mystical Fire that turn, I KO Dusclops, what do you even do at that point? You can't bring out Hat, so you're probably going to bring out the 4th Pokemon. Which I would guess is Blastoise based off how this has been played. Because otherwise I feel like you'd want to switch in Rillaboom or Incineroar for the Expanding Forces. Okay, so we max Goth. Did you just Pain Split into that? We're going to still KO with max Darkness though, so that's fine. It's mainly just attacking through the confusion if this is going to Gothitelle, which it does. Okay, so we get the Healing Wish off though, which is huge, because now I actually get to show you guys what Healing Wish does with Ally Switch. Oh, I just have to attack through here, please. I care more about the Indeedee attacking through, to be honest. Okay, nice. We get the first one off. Huge. So that's great. But I want the Healing Wish more. Come on. I'm gonna Spadef drop. Got Primarina in the back. Don't faint. Indeedee, are you able to attack through? Nice! We get the Healing Wish off. Okay, huge. Huge, huge. So now, my friends, it's time to go into Jigglypuff. And go for Ally Switch. And hope we don't get confused. And so, this is exactly what I was talking about, the Ally Switch. Oh, it is Rillaboom, though, so they can Fake Out. So, it might be better to... Oh, I wonder if you Fake Out... If you, like, target the Jigglypuff here... I mean, what my play, like, the play I want to go for is just Max Guard Protect here. Because I think you just Fake Out Jigglypuff, target the Goth. So I Max Guard Protect. Then next turn I can Ally Switch, Max Psychic and a Rillaboom. It's just that I think to win this, we have to attack through the confusions, which is scary. Come on, Goth, I believe in you. Ah, RIP. I even went Glide into... Oh, we could have perished. Oh, we could have Ally Switched there then. Yeah. Sucks having to play around the confusions, but... yeah, I'm surprised they didn't Fake Out there and just went for Glide. Like, so if we Ally Switch there, even if we hit itself confusion, like, Goth heals all the way back to full, right? So now, like, the Healing Wish comes off, I believe. Oh, does it not? Huh, I thought it would be just because we took damage. Oh, I guess it's still that slot, so like, yeah, that's probably it. Okay. Yeah, that sucks. I don't think there's much we can do now. Actually... If we Fake Tears and KO Rillaboom, there's a chance. You're gonna Glide here, presumably. Yeah. We should survive. Yeah. I should have KO'd the Dusclops, though. I think if we KO Dusclops, the Goth just wins the game for me here, so... It's me not knowing this game mode super well. Let's see if we get the... Okay, we at least get the Fake Tears off. I think it's too late to be able to win this, though, to be honest, but let's see. Yeah, they Smite, so I have to attack their Confusion as well. Should survive this, though. Yeah. So I can Ally Switch next turn, right? Well, let's see if we can get this attack off. Okay, nice, we do. But if it's Assault Vest, this should be surviving, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's way more than enough. Okay. Playing around G-Max Hat is just like, yeah, it's just sucks because you're rolling the dice a little bit every turn. Max is over, though. I think we could actually still win this with Healing Wish stuff, because... but there's probably the... There's still 3 turns of terrain. There is probably a Focus Sash on the Hatterene. But I think here, if I want to win, I just have to hope that... Yeah, we ally switch so that we get the Healing Wish off. Or actually... Yeah, I think we have to heal up right now. And then 1v1 the Hatterene with Primarina. Okay, we still had a confusion. Nice. That's good. Yeah, so now you see how Healing Wish works with ally switch. So, a little bit late of a delay, but it's fine. Okay, Glide. Yep, into Puff. So now it's a 1v1. They're going to Dazzle. Let's see how much this does. Okay, come on, Primarina. Can you clutch it out for us? Okay, nice. No confusion there. That's huge. Now it's a 1v1. Oh, this is so intense. Either way, it's a great game. One that I could have definitely played better in. Trick Room's over. Healing Wish should heal you all your status conditions too, man. It should be Sash Hatterene. They're at -1 Spadef. So it's basically whether we hit ourselves in confusion, I think. Yeah, we want Moonblast because we can lower special attack. Yes! We snap out of confusion. Nice! Let's go. I honestly thought this was over after we couldn't get the... And we get the special attack drop. Nice. And it's Expanding Force. Beautiful. Oh, nice, nice, nice. Yeah, so this is a really unique way to actually be able to heal yourself. And actually, that Expanding Force wasn't even a 2-hit KO, I think. So even if we hit ourselves in confusion once there, we were probably going to be fine. But this was a scary one, right? Anytime you're playing around Hatterene under Trick Room and it just confuses both of your Pokemon, you're like basically rolling a bunch of dice every turn. But what a game. What a game. Jigglypuff came up so huge for us there by actually... Like, once again, this is the combination of... like, Jigglypuff did everything in that game, right? We got the Fake Tears off against the Rillaboom, which was huge. We got the Ally Switch off to heal the Primarina, and we needed to have the Friend Guard to enable Primarina as well and survive a little bit longer. So, I didn't think we'd be able to clutch that one off, and I kind of feel like I threw my lead, because we had such a good lead. Like, after getting that competitive boost, it's, like, inexcusable to lose, to be honest. So, what I should have done was, I think, Helping Hand Dark Pulse to KO Dusclops, and then it's Primarina versus my opponent's Pokemon. Although, I guess then you bring in... Sorry, not Primarina. I think you would bring out the Rillaboom and max the Rillaboom, and actually, I think that's a bigger threat considering what I brought. Because I'm thinking, like, how do I actually get around max Rillaboom? That's a pretty big threat, so it worked out in our favor, but I'm very glad to feature the Healing Wish stuff in this one, and also feature the other mode of the team, because when I was, like, about to get into this episode, I was like, I'm just going to go with the Dragapult mode every time, but yeah, the Indeedee plus the Hat mode was actually, or sorry, Indeedee plus Gothitelle was actually super, super sick here, so yeah. That's it for our next match. Let's just look for our third match of the day. Alright, getting into our third match of the day. Can we get more Jigglypuff action off? Let's see. What am I worried about here? Cinderace? I think. Togekiss is bad. There's for 2 reasons. Because I have to worry about a Togekiss, Braviary, or maybe we do go with Gothitelle again. I don't know. Because what I'm thinking here is, like, the one way you can really shut down Dragapult is just with really smart switches. So you either switch into a normal type Pokemon or a fairy type Pokemon. Do you have Charm? I'm just a little hesitant of you know, I mean, the one cool thing Gothitelle does here, I mean, we can set up Trick Room against our opponent. I don't know, maybe that's actually worth it. Because if you look at it, they don't have anything that resists Psychic other than Indeedee. That's probably going to click Imprison turn 1. And I think you have to be aware of the Trick Room stuff, so you probably lead anti-Trick Room, which means Indeedee plus, I don't know, I could see Braviary coming out. Okay, you know what, I'm going to just try to go Lopunny, Dragapult, Primarina, and Jigglypuff again. I do think one thing that I need to get used to, because I just started playing with this team today, is trying to figure out, like, how to deviate from the standard modes. I think, like, the last episode, and I mean, the last game and this one, I'm really glad we had them back-to-back, because I think it features, like, 2 different ways you can play with this team. But slightly deviating from it with, like, one Pokemon, I think, is what I need to get a little bit more used to. Arcanine Indeedee. Okay. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Because the Indeedee can't even go for a, I mean, you can Trick Room. I wonder if you actually consider Trick Rooming here. That'd be really interesting. I have to worry about the Will-O-Wisp from Arcanine as well, right? So it's like, Brutal Swing here is an obvious play, but then what do I do with Dragapult? It's pretty free to target the Arcanine, I think, right? Because what's maxing on my opponent's team that's actually scary? I guess Togekiss. That'd actually be a pretty big threat. Like, if you actually set up Trick Room right now, one play my opponent can make is like Trick Room and Will-O-Wisp. So, I mean, I definitely want a Brutal Swing here. Maybe I just take the Will-O-Wisp. Because, like, this Indeedee definitely has Trick Room, and, like, this might be a position where my opponent just says, screw it, I'm just going to play Trick Room. Yeah, I mean, we might get burnt, but at least Trick Room doesn't go up, and I think that's more important, to be honest. And I'm going to Airstream here just to cover for the potential of my opponent switching out into Togekiss. Okay, yeah, they stay in. I don't know. If I'm my opponent, I'm going for Will-O-Wisp Trick Room here. Sorry, Will-O-Wisp Trick Room, yeah, and if Togekiss is in the back, that's really bad news for us. So with this way, it's like at least like I don't get, like Trick Room doesn't go up. You might burn me. But if I just pick up one more KO, all I have to do is just go for the Perish Song endgame once again. Okay, no Protect, no switches or anything. I hope +2 Airstream KOs. If not, this was a mistake. But Indeedees normally are not very bulky at all. His defense is just terrible too, so I don't think he can survive. Indeedee male specifically. Okay, that's okay. Nice. So now we're definitely just faster than everything in the back. And more importantly, once again, Trick Room doesn't go up, so this is where like Charm is really valuable. Now I suspect is Will-O-Wisp coming out. Yeah. But I don't know. I think if I KO the Arcanine there and Will-O-Wisp, like, Trick Room goes up, that's so bad for us, right? Especially with Dynamax Togekiss being potentially in the back for my opponent. Yeah, there's Togekiss. Yeah, so I don't know. I think my opponent was going to Trick Room there, and I just don't think I could have really allowed that to go up. I think, honestly, we just click Healing Wish right now. We Healing Wish and we Phantasm into Arcanine, because what the Healing Wish allows me to do is bring in Jigglypuff for free. And then I can just Ally Switch the next turn, so that's the exact kind of combination you want to go with this team. And then, once again, late game Perish Song. I think Rillaboom's definitely my opponent's last one, though. So this is interesting, right? I think if we didn't get burnt turn 1, the game's just over. But because we got burnt, we don't KO the Arcanine, which means we'll survive another turn, which is really problematic for us. Because, once again, the goal of this team is to just pick up, like, knockouts as quickly as possible. I didn't have a better play to go for with the Lopunny here, though. And, like, by going for Healing Wish, now I get Jigglypuff in, so it's a free switch into Friend Guard, which is the combo you typically want to do. Oh, wait, you don't get Friend Guard off immediately. Oh, I messed that up then. Yeah, I messed that up. I forgot that you switch it at the end of the turn, not during the turn. That's bad. Because if it's Crit Kiss, we might just faint here, so yeah, I messed that up. Still winnable, though, with one heal. Okay, they go for Will-O-Wisp. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I have to avoid a crit here. If we avoid a crit, I think we're actually fine. Okay, nice. Nice. Huge. I'm assuming it's Crit Kiss, but who knows. Because now Jigglypuff comes back out, and we go for the Ally Switch to heal back up. And Phantasm the Arcanine. Now, the only question is if Arcanine is Protect, which I suspect it will. But I don't think there's much merit in targeting... Yeah, I don't think there's much merit in targeting the Togekiss here. It's just that the Protect is so dang obvious. But I think we'll still go for it. Because we get a defense drop, so then I can just darts it next turn. Yeah, there's the Protect. I don't know. Maybe it would have been worth it to protect that. Okay, so once again, we're going for the Ally Switch specifically for the healing mechanic here. So Dragapult heals. You don't even get to see it on the screen. That's so funny. Yeah, it's rare to see a Dynamax. Oh, it heals the burn. Okay, nice. Wait, I thought... So it doesn't heal Confusion, but it heals burns and other status conditions? Interesting. Then targeting Togekiss actually would have been the move. Oof. Well, I'm learning more right now, and hopefully you are as well, so... The more you know. Okay. Puff survives too. We get crit there. My max is over, but I'm still faster with Pult, so I can obviously go for a Phantom Force or a Darts. I'm leaning towards Darts, and I should expect Rillaboom to be in my opponent's last one, though, right? It was actually a huge misplay not to target Togekiss there, then. Dang. I now know. Okay, so because I thought it would confuse, like, it not healing Confusion got me confused in the last game. So that's pretty cool to see. You should target Jigglypuff here. Oh, you know what's a crazy sick play we can make? Ally switch Phantom Force. I don't know if that's actually a sick play, though. It might be better, honestly, to just Darts here, knock out the Arcanine, and Fake Tears. Yeah. Oh, I underestimated Healing Wish. So is Confusion the only, like, status that it doesn't heal there? Starfall, yeah. Is he targeting Pult? Yeah, okay. I don't know. I thought they'd have to respect the Phantom Force option a little bit there. This is why I needed a Phantom Force earlier, because I have Phantom Force that, then, or sorry, Max Phantasm, then it's in KO range from Primarina, but my opponent should have Rillaboom in the back, so I think we'll lose this one. It was close though, and it was a fun one for sure. Yeah, well played. They brought the right Pokemon for sure. I don't know, turn 1. I don't regret my turn 1 play. The only play, yeah, is like the Protector, but even if I get that correctly, I don't know if we win. Also, if Phantasm just KO'd the, Arcanine, I think we'd also probably be good, but now it's really tough to win. I guess I can protect the Jigglypuff and hope that Moonblast KOs Togekiss. And then it's a 2v1 where I have Parasong, potentially, but I don't think it's enough. I think I definitely have to protect here, though. This was a close one. Okay, good play, yeah. You should just... Yeah, that's safe. Safe. Yeah, Fake Out Dazzle is super safe there. I don't really have any outs around that one, unfortunately. Yeah. The only play we could have gone for is Max Pult. I don't know. I think, like, Togekiss obviously stops us a little bit here, because, like, Pult doesn't do super well into it if we don't have... if we are burnt. But me not knowing that I'd be able to heal the burn was kind of silly there. I mean, even if I know I heal the burn, yeah, I should target the Togekiss there for guaranteed damage. I still don't know if that's enough to win the game, though, to be honest, because, like, we just don't have enough, like, Rillaboom plus Togekiss, excuse me, is a scary combination. Is there anything we can do? We can hope for a double. So let's go for that. If we get a double, maybe we can take a Glide plus Dazzle. Okay. Jigglypuff wants to come clutch and get the double. They're not going for Glide. So that means Wood Hammer, I'm guessing, which makes a lot of sense. Togekiss has been getting non-stop crits, but that's expected from Crit Kiss. My opponent just brought a great matchup against me and played it really nicely, so props to them. Yeah, that should KO. Nice. Well played. And you can see where the team falters a little bit, because, like, you're relying so much on Dragapult plus Primarina, so, like, you know, Togekiss and Rillaboom are pretty much the best two counters to it. I'm just trying to think what I could have done better. If we KO Arcanine turn 1, we let Trick Room go up. Maybe that's the play. Because if we let Trick Room go up... but then I have Lopunny and Dragapult out. That doesn't feel really great, right? Yeah. Okay. That was a fun one, though. Yeah, props to my opponent. I thought they played that really, really nicely. So, well executed on their end. Now I know about the Healing Wish, though. So, that's good to learn. Originally, I was just going to play 3 games, but I was like, nah, I want to play a 4th. This team is so fun. So, let's give it a go. Alright. I think this is just Santi's Coalossal team, right? Which we used on Road to Ranked a while ago. And by the way, guys, if you don't know, Santi qualified for the Players' Cup Finals and is going to be competing this weekend on Saturday and Sunday. So you should definitely watch the streams on Pokemon's YouTube and Twitch channels, because lots of really high-level play, and I'm one of the commentators, and it was a really, really cool tournament to be a part of. So, yeah. Alright, I wonder if, like, our first opponent didn't end up going with Coalossal. But, like, this team is all about Coalossal. Like, you're never not going to bring Coalossal. I just wonder if it's, like, actually... I don't remember the order of Santi's team. That's the main problem. Rillaboom makes this really tough, I think, actually. Because it's banded Rillaboom, too. So we need Dragapult to deal with it. Could go Indeedee plus Gothitelle lead. Indeedee, Gothitelle, Trick Room, bring in Primarina. I think that might be the route because, like, this team always enables the Rillaboom. Or sorry, the Dragapult. Oh my god, what am I saying? The Coalossal. So, like, we know Coalossal's always going to be maxing, so by bringing Primarina, at least I know that my Maxmon is going to be better than their Maxmon. The problem is that the Rillaboom should be choice banned, and it's going to really hurt, but by leading Gothitelle plus the Indeedee, at least, like, I can switch Indeedee out and back in for terrain control, which I think is pretty valuable. Could potentially max the Gothitelle as well. It's going to be Dragapult Coalossal, okay. I think I'm okay with this. I mean, I think this is just a follow me Trick Room turn 1, honestly. And then Expanding Force, and just, yeah, bring up Primarina. Because here, my opponent should just go for Surf, Volcalith. So, follow me, Trick Room. I think that's fine. Yeah, I think, like, Coalossal's gonna hurt a lot, and then Choice Band Rillaboom's also gonna hurt a lot. But if we can pick up 2 knockouts, once again, we can just Perish Song with Jigglypuff to win the game. Oh, they don't max. Which means they might be Heat Waving. Oh, they should go for Light Screen. Okay. Interesting. That's a great play. Don't commit your max early, and you get screens up. And I'm all special Pokemon. I really like that play. Okay. Still content to double Expanding Force here, to be honest. Coalossal is the main threat. However, there is a chance Coalossal protects and Dragapult switches out into Rillaboom. So, for that reason... I mean, Dragapult's literally useless here. I think it should switch out, honestly. Yeah, I'm going to double up into that slot, then. Now, Coalossal switches out. I guess that's going to Rillaboom? No, that's going to Incineroar. Okay. Is it a double switch, then? That would make the most sense to me. So, like, right now, my opponent has 3 Pokemon that all completely lose to Primarina, so I think the 4th one has to be Rillaboom. There's no way you don't bring Rillaboom. But now you actually activate Competitive, which is the beauty of the Gothitelle once again. So, we should just knock out the Dragapult here cleanly. That alone just KOs it. Nice. Alright, that's 1 knockout on the board. I just need 1 more, and then Jigglypuff clicks Perish Song. If they don't have Rillaboom in the back, they're even in more danger, I think. Because right now, Primarina hard beats, 2 of what my opponent's brought. But yeah, there's Rillaboom. Okay. So this is interesting, because now you can Fake Out. I've got Primarina in the back. Rillaboom should be Choice Banded. So you obviously can ban Glide. I mean, I want to switch Indeedee out, honestly. So, like, we can go out into the Jigglypuff. I'm thinking Jigglypuff max and then guard. Yeah. Because Primarina is going to hard beat Incineroar and Coalossal at this point. Coalossal can't even get enabled. By bringing Jigglypuff, I have Friend Guard this subsequent turn. I could have attacked this turn with Gothitelle, but I'm worried about, like, Ban Woodhammer and an attack from the Incineroar into that slot. So, like, by going for this, I could just swap out next turn for terrain control. Yeah, I wasn't expecting to max Gothitelle in this game, but so happens that we're actually going to do it. Okay, they don't max Rillaboom. So if they go for, like, Glide here, they're in some trouble, I think. Oh, they actually have for U-turn. Interesting. I would think it's a double up into that slot. Yeah. Oh, double U-turn. That's very cool. Okay. My opponent's got to watch out, though, because if they switch that Incineroar out and then give me another reset, that's huge, right? Wait, that means they're locked into banded U-turn. I'm pretty sure we survive a double up here. So why not just Fate Tears and Mindstorm? Because then we knock out the Rillaboom and then Jigglypuff just clicks Parasong, I think. Alright, they're even going to give me the KO into Coalossal. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Nice. Beautiful. Oh, Jigglypuff was actually so clutch for us as support today. It's funny because it just doesn't do any offense whatsoever, right? But, and we're faster than the Incineroar. You love to see it. That should just be a KO. Beautiful. And actually, yeah, the Rillaboom doesn't have Fake Out, so that can't even Fake Out. Although Incineroar might have gone for U-turn here, so you can U-turn and then bring out Incineroar and Rillaboom and Fake Out Glide. But at this point, I don't even think that's too much of a problem, because you would actually activate Competitive again, which is what I'm saying. Yeah, they're gonna... Dude, Competitive Gothitelle has actually been so good, surprisingly. When I started playing with this team, or when I saw it, I was expecting it to just fully be, like, Dragapult stuff. But this Gothitelle is actually kind of insane. Okay. So, I mean, Rillaboom obviously has to max now. You can't really glide. Oh, I guess you could max Incineroar? Huh. Let's not screw this one up. I mean, Gothitell's going to be at +4 special attack now. You can't fake it out either. And I have Jigglypuff providing support. Rillaboom's going to be faster. Well, I mean, getting Trick Room up was just huge for us in this game. We're at +4. I mean, I think just protecting Puff here. Oh, it is the last turn of Trick Room. Okay. Last turn of Trick Room. They're banded. They could max. No, they're not gonna max Flutterby. That would be kind of a throw. I think just going Jigglypuff out into the Indeedee here is fine. I know the Rillaboom. I mean, it should be banded, so I can't even max. So I can just Mindstorm into that slot. Because then we get +4 Mindstorm in Life Orb terrain. Even with screens being up, I don't know if Rillaboom can survive that, to be honest. And it should be G-Max Rillaboom, so now you don't have terrain control for the remainder of the match. And then I can just bring in Primarina and just, like, follow me Hyper Voice. I guess you could max the Incineroar, but I think that is not the right call here. I'm more scared about Rillaboom maxing. Because if Rillaboom doesn't max, we just KO here outright, and then Parasong. Yeah, okay, Rillaboom maxes, which is, I think, the correct play. I don't know. Maybe I could stay in with Jigglypuff and just click Parasong here, too, because I don't think they're going to fake out. Nope, they went for fake. Okay, they made me look better. Nice. Alright, let's see if Mindstorm KOs. It would be so sick if it does. Oh my goodness. Dude, this Gothitelle is actually so good. What? No way, man. Yeah, that was through light screen too. Or Trick Room expires. This is why I led the way I did though, right? If I lead Lopunny plus Dragapult, what do I do turn 1, right? Brutal Swing, max, and attack? Like, you probably just Vocal it into Dragapult, which is tough. I guess I was thinking, I don't know. I could Brutal Swing, pick up the knockout onto the... Or just go for like a Phantasm onto... Coalossal, Max Guard, Healing Wish, turn 2, bring in Jigglypuff, Ally Switch, turn 3. But I don't know. I was committing to maxing Primarina in this game, to be honest. Yeah, I kind of just want to see if we can get a Healing Wish off here. Wait, did Jigglypuff take any damage? I don't think so. Well, either way, we end up winning, but... Dude, I really wasn't expecting Gothitelle to be so good in this episode. I was fully expecting to just go like 3-4 games with Dragapult. So I'm glad that I get to feature the other mode because quite frankly, like when I was looking at the team, I know I was reading the team report, it seems like the priority is to just go the Lopunny, Dragapult, and Jigglypuff route. So, you know, we did a lot with Jigglypuff. We ended up getting a bunch of Healing Wish combos off, but we never got like the true setup of like, well, I guess it worked with Dragapult in that last game. Not this one, but the one before it. Where we got the Brutal Swing and the Policy and the Healing Wish off, but the problem is that we didn't get enough damage off and let Togekiss was just such a big threat. And, you know, I botched some of the mechanics in one Healing Wish, not healing, bringing you out immediately, so it's not like you just get a free switch it into the Jigglypuff. And then 2, forgetting about me healing Burns. Because, yeah, it not healing Confusion earlier confused me a little bit. So, yeah, I'm sure some of you made comments below about when I said, oh, I wish you should heal status as well. And you're like, oh, it actually does heal status. Oh, lesson learned now. So, yeah. Either way, though, that was a really fun episode. We got to bring Jigglypuff in all of the games. It was actually quite good as support. And once again, it's all about enabling the main sweepers on this team. So, yeah. That is going to be it for this episode. Thank you so much, as always, for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and don't forget to answer that question of the day. Let me know what you think about this team. Of course, more details in the description below on the team creator and a team report in Japanese. Thanks, as always, guys, and I'll see you soon. All right, peace.